Hey guys, this is Comic Uno, and today I'm doing a review for the series finale of Legend of Korra. So let's talk about this episode. A lot happened. Mostly it's the battle between Kuvira and Korra. And really not just Korra, it's everybody. Everyone that's involved in this show that's part of the Avatar team defeats Kuvira. And in the end, they defeat her, and she's able to understand why her philosophy wasn't really the right philosophy. But I'll talk about why these scenes are important as I get to the review portion. And we get to see Varric and Julie get married, which is fun. And what happens in the end of the episode? Something very big happened in the end of the episode. We get to see Korra and Sami go on vacation together and go to the spirit world. And now there's actually a spirit beam, spirit portal in the middle of Republic City. So what did I think of this episode overall? I have a ton of thoughts about it. So let's talk about Kuvira as a villain. I would say the disappointment of this episode probably was Kuvira and the battle in a way. Even though I love the mecha robot, I liked it to have more of a personal feel, and we only got the personal bending feel when they're in the robot fighting. So even though the mecha robot's cool and obviously it's the biggest threat ever, I kind of wanted that personal fight between the villain and the hero, and I think that was kind of lost out on. But what I did like about it being this mecha robot, it wasn't put on Korra's shoulders to defeat Kuvira. It was really the whole Avatar team, and it wasn't really at any point just Korra, except when she had a beam attack her. But it was really the whole Avatar team that saved the day, and I really like that idea, because the past season finales, we got to see, yeah, the Avatar team helped, but it wasn't them who officially ended it. This time, it really was everyone working together to defeat Kuvira. I think at least at the max of we've ever seen it. And what I like about this season and series finale is that we see how much Korra has evolved. And I think by this episode, you see that she's selfless. The beginning season, she was selfish. And season 2, selfish. Everyone hated it. But it's to get to this point of her truly becoming the Avatar, her having this compassion, her going through all these things, for her to be more like Aang, but in a different way. She's rash. She's still rash. She still is. She still has her personality, but she has more of a compassion. She wouldn't have been, you could tell that she's still rash where she saves Kuvira. That's just her personality. She's going to go out, even if she's going to die, she's going to save her villain? She's going to save the villain. And I think that's a really strong point of this episode, is that, again, Korra was this selfish person, but she went out of her way not to save the person she loved or, you know, her friends, or, I mean, she did save the city. It was to save the person she hated and made her go through all these things. She saved her. And I thought that was a really big moment for Korra. And again, you just seen how much this character has evolved throughout 4 seasons. Now, a huge ending that pretty much implies a lot of fandom stuff. It seems like Korra and Asami ended up together in the end, and I'm gonna say this, which I thought was really interesting. I've never seen that with an animated show like that. I mean, I think it depends on what audience is watching it. I don't think, like, the little kids that watch Korra is gonna really notice that. It's like, oh, they're going on vacation. But I think if you are in the fandom of Legend of Korra, we all know that pretty much everyone wants Korra and Asami, or there's just a big chunk of people that wanted Korra and Asami. And they end the series on that. And usually, you know, every series finale, you end it on the love interest or whatever. And Mako, who was the love interest, even though, like, Korra has these googly eyes for him, and I guess for the Mako Korra fans, you could state, like, oh, Korra likes Mako more, and they'll end up together because of that googly eye moment. But you get to see Korra and Asami walk into the sunset and go to the spirit world. So I think it was very much implied for the fans who wanted Korra and Asami that Korra and Asami happened. I think it was very much implied, just the whole ending. It was Korra and Asami. I think we could call it canon now that they end up together, or at least it was really implied that they did. I think that's great for the show, and I was just shocked by it. I was expecting like an ending where we get to see the future selves. But we don't see that. Maybe it's a little disappointing because you don't get to see the future selves, where these characters go, and you can tell there's so many possibilities of more Korra stories. But I thought for the fandom, this was a very good ending. And yeah, I was really surprised. I did not think they would end up together. At least in my mind, it felt like they ended up together. Please tell me in the comments below, do you think that scene pretty much says that Korra and Asami ended up together, or not? Did you like the ending? Do you also agree that Kuvira could have been a bit more of even though she was a humongous threat, I feel we should have seen her a bit more of her personality a bit, even though we get to see the ending, oh, you know, as an orphan. I still like Zahir as a villain a bit more. I thought he was a bigger villain. I don't want to say bigger threat, but a bigger villain to Korra in Season 3 than Kuvira was. I think between Amon and Zahir, they were my two favorite villains. But overall, this is the end of Legend of Korra, and it really surprised me in the ending. I don't know if it was everything I expected. I kind of wanted more of, to know what happens in the future, because we know we're not going to get a continuation. Maybe in the comics we will. But, yeah, you know, I know there's more stories to tell, and that's what's disappointing of it ending, but also it's ending on a really good note and just a really epic battle. But I wanted to hear a little bit more of, like, what happens to Bolin, what happened to Mako. We don't really get that, but it was a very good ending, and I liked the episode. Please tell me all your theories in the comments below. Hope you guys enjoyed all my Legend of Korra reviews. I've been reviewing the show since Season 2, and I've been happy to review the show. So hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys later. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter for Comic Uno and their end situations. Don't forget to like my Facebook page. Also, in the description below, there's links for my comic book, Like Father, Like Daughter. Don't forget to like the Facebook page of Like Father, Like Daughter. I'll see you guys later.